Hello, welcome. Today we are Monday and we are going to start with lesson 16. Make sure that in your workbook it says lesson 16 application problem at the top, and that if you have a worksheet that it says lesson 16, because that's what we're doing today. You should have your workbook out because we're going to start with our application problem. And as you can see, Ms. Gomez got a little bit too excited and started underlining the problem on, but I'm gonna re-underline it with you guys so that we can do it together. So pencil in your hand and we're gonna underline. Ready? So it says 15 students ordered pizza for lunch. How many students ordered pizza for lunch? Get ready. Yes, 15. So you're gonna circle 15 and we're gonna put the number 15 here at the top, so we know that's 15. Ready? Now, 7 students brought their lunch from home. How many students brought their lunch from home? Get ready. Yes, 7. So you're going to circle 7, and we're going to put the number 7 at the top, so we know that's the number 7. And then it says, how many fewer, keyword right there, students brought their lunch from home than ordered lunch? So we are going to compare. So that means, are we going to add or subtract? Get ready? Yes, we are going to subtract, minus, right? So let's go ahead and start drawing our picture. So since we're going to compare, we're going to draw 2 tape diagrams. But first we need to know, what is our story talking about? Get ready? Yeah, we're talking about students that ordered lunch and students that brought lunch from home, right? Like when you would go to school, except nobody ordered lunch. They just brought from home or got from the cafeteria. But so we're going to put a tape diagram for the students who ordered pizza. So for that, we're going to put a P for pizza, and we're going to draw a tape diagram for them. How many students ordered pizza, boys and girls? Get ready. 15, right? So that's what we're going to put because it's the total number of students that ordered pizza. Now we're going to put an H for the students who brought lunch from home. How many students brought lunch from home? Get ready. 7. So that means that our tape diagram is not going to be the same size. It's not going to be equal size because is 7 greater or less than 15? Get ready. Yeah, it's less. So that means our tape diagram for the students who brought lunch from home has to be smaller. So I'm going to make it about this much smaller, and I'm going to put 7. Go ahead and do it. So we have 7 students, and the question wants us to compare how many fewer students brought their lunch from home than ordered lunch. So in other words, you can draw a dotted circle because this is the missing part we want to find out. We want to know how many fewer students. So we have a total and we have a part. And remember that when we subtract, when we minus, we start with a total, which is our whole number and our bigger number. So always when you subtract, you start with your total. So let's write a subtraction sentence together. Ready? Starting with 15, and say it out loud as you write it. Ready? 15 minus 7 equals, that's what we're going to figure out. So if you know it and you don't have to draw pictures, great, that is awesome. But if you need some pictures, there's nothing wrong with that. What we're going to do is we're going to count on from 7 and stop at 15. 15 is our stopping number because that's our total. So let's go ahead and get 7 going. 7. Then we're going to draw them here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Stop. Very good. Now we're going to count our dots to find out what's our missing part. Ready? Start with 1. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's our missing part, boys and girls? Get ready. 8. So now you can go ahead and put it in the box if you hadn't already done so. Now we just have to write our statement. Let's go back to our question so that we can answer it using words. How many fewer students brought their lunch from home than ordered lunch? Well, now we can answer it using words. You can write it here or you can write it on the lines. We can start by writing there. I write, you write. Make sure you're writing it with me. Were 8 fewer students I don't know if you can see. Maybe if I make it a little bit more clear. There. Who brought lunch from home? So make sure that if you need more time at this time to copy down the statement, you go ahead and press pause and press play when you're ready to continue. Okay, awesome. So today's learning goal is, let me put this here, is I can add a pair of 2-digit numbers by aligning them vertically. Well, you say, Ms. Gomez, what does that mean? What that means is just a review of what we did on Friday. But Friday we did it with pictures, and now we're going to do it with pictures but using the numbers. So let me explain. So I can add means that you're going to plus. Yes, we're still continuing on working on addition, and it says a pair of 2-digit numbers. Just meaning that you're going to add numbers that have tens and ones, remember? That's 2-digit numbers, but you're going to add like 11 and 33, or 44 and 24. This is a pair of 2-digit numbers, okay? You have numbers that have tens and ones, and there's 2. So that's what you're going to add, but look at how you're going to do it. By aligning them vertically, meaning that instead of working them out like we always do, this is how we always do, 32 plus 11, we're going to align them going up and down, going 32 plus 11, like this. So this is how our learning goal for today, and for you to be able to work this problem out when it's written this way, okay? So we did it with the pictures on Friday. Now we're just gonna add to that learning. So let's start. You guys, in your workbook in the blank page, make sure to put in your blank page here on the side, make sure to put lesson 16 so that you can start writing your notes there in your practice problems. Ready? So let's start. Our first problem is going to be 39 plus 26. Go ahead and write the problem. And now let's work it out. Ready? So we're going to do the first 2 problems together, and then the next 3 problems, or the next 2 problems, you all will practice on your own, and then we'll check your answers just to make sure that you're doing it correctly. So let's start. So 39. Remember, the first step was to draw the first addend, which is part, right? That's another word for part. So let's draw it. 39 has how many tens and ones, boys and girls? Get ready. Yes, 3 tens, 9 ones. So let's draw it. 1, 2, 3. And then let's draw our ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Make sure that your ones and your tens are organized. We have to be very organized about this. So after 5, you start on a new row. Ready? And for this step, we're just going to add, since it was draw the first addend, which is the first part, we're just going to add to write it. So here, we're going to write 39 on the side. And in order to add to this to help us, go ahead and draw a place value chart, just like this, boys and girls. Put a T for 10 and an O for ones. It'll just help us get more organized. Once you don't need it, you don't have to draw it. Ready? Let's continue. The second step was to draw the second part, or the second addend, which was 26. How many tens and ones does 26 have, boys and girls? Get ready. Yes, 2 tens, 6 ones. So let's go ahead and draw. And remember, we have to align the tens with the tens, the ones with the ones. Can I draw it over here? Get ready. No, right? That's not organized and that's not aligning them. Can I draw my 6 ones here? Get ready. No, because these are tens, so I need to draw my tens under that. And my tens are 1, 2 tens for 26. So draw it just like I did. And let's draw my ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like this, boys and girls. Now, what we're going to add, just like we did to the first step, is we already drew it. Now we're going to write it. So remember, just like in your picture, you're aligning the tens with the tens, the ones with the ones. Here you have to align them too. Would it be right if for 26, I wrote it like this? Get ready. No, right? Because they're not aligning my picture. It is not organized. So if I have 6 ones, my ones goes in what place? The tens or ones? Get ready? Yeah, in the ones place. So we draw the 6 there. Make sure you're doing just as I do. And my 2 tens goes in the, get ready? Tens place. Very good. So I make sure you write it right there. And just like we write a line here, we're going to write a line here and an addition symbol because we're adding to show that we're adding. Okay, so our third step was, if you remember from writing, it says, look at your ones. Can you make a 10? Let's look at our picture. Well, I have 9 tens, and I know, and how many does 9 need to make a 10? Get ready. 1, yes. So we are going to circle these 9 with this 1. Can we make another 10? Get ready. No, right? We can't. So that's already a 10. And now we're going to count our ones. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, now we know that 9 plus 6, we add the ones with the ones, is 15. And we borrow, and 15 has how many tens and ones, boys and girls? Get ready. Yeah, 1 10 and 5 ones. But we already, so that 10, we circled it, if you see right here, and these are our 5 leftover ones. So now we're going to transfer that over here. So we're going to write our new 10 over here. See if you can see where Ms. Gomez is writing it. This is our new 10 because it should be in the tens place, right? And our leftover ones, which are 5 ones, we're going to write them in the ones place. Just like that. So go ahead and do that. And now you ask yourself, well, Ms. Gomez, why'd you write the new 10 there? Well, I'm going to tell you this. We do not write it as our answer because that's not the only 10 that we have. We still need to add our 3 and 2 tens that we have here. Or you could either write it at the top, but since I have the tens and the ones there for right now, I write it here in the middle of the line just so that I know that it's part of the 3 plus 2 plus 1. And since I need to be organized, it wouldn't be very organized of me to draw the 1 on the side like this, would it? Ready? No, right? That's not being organized. So you can either write it on the top or on the bottom, but not as your answer because 1/10 is not your answer. Remember that you still have 3/10 and 2/10 that you need to add to get your answer. So now let's add our tens. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our new 10, 6. So that makes 6/10. Don't forget to add your ones here to show your answer here too. So we have 6/10. Let's count. So we write it 6. Let's count over here to make sure we get the same answer. So 3 plus 2 equals, get ready, 5. And 5 plus 1 more equals, get ready, 6. So our answer is 6. Did we get the same answer in both ways? Get ready. Yes. So 39 plus 26 equals what number, boys and girls? Get ready. Yes, 65. Awesome job. Wasn't that awesome? How we used one strategy that we learned to learn it another way using numbers. So the drawings, we transferred them to numbers. Wow, we are going to become such great mathematicians in second grade. Can't wait. Okay, so now let's practice another problem together. Let me just erase this. You guys make space for your next problem. Make sure that you're not writing them too big so that you have enough space. So let's practice our next problem. And our next problem is 39 plus 36. Make sure you write it down. And let's work it out together. So again, first step is we draw the first addend. And our first addend is, get ready? Yes, 39. That's our first addend. So how many tens and ones does 39 have? Get ready? Yes, 3 tens, 9 ones. So let's draw it. Let's draw it together. You draw it on your paper, I draw it on my whiteboard. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And then we draw the ones as dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very good. Now, let's write the number on the side. Okay, second step is we draw the second addend and also write it down on the side. But we have to remember to align the tens with the tens, the ones with the ones. So how many tens and ones does 36 have? Get ready. Yes, 3 tens, 6 ones. So let's draw it. 1, 2, 3. Those are our tens. Now let's draw our ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. So now let's write down the number on the side, 36. So now I want you to make a line at the plus symbol so we know that we're adding. And here we could just make a line. You could also add the plus symbol if you would like. So now our third step is to look at the ones and see, can we make a 10? Get ready? Yes, we can, because 9 needs how many more to make 10? Get ready? Yes, one more. So we're going to circle 9 and this one right here. Everybody circle it. Very good. So now, notice how I didn't write the place value chart for tens and ones, because we should know that our ones are these and that our tens are these. If you needed, you could draw it though. But, so now we know that 9 plus 6 equals 15. And 15, we said that has how many tens and ones, boys and girls? Get ready. Yeah, 1 10 and 5 1. So we're making an organized drawing and we're aligning the tens with the tens and the ones with the ones. We're going to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, our 5 ones here. Write it right below the ones. But the new 10 that we made, we can't write it here because we have other 10s that we need to add before we write our answer. So our new 10 that we made, you can write it up here. Remember how last time I wrote it down here? Well, now we're writing it up here since we don't have the place value chart, so that we know that we need to add the new 10 that we made, that we need to add it to these 10s. So it's the same in your picture. Look, you have 3 10s, you have it here and here. And then your new 10, you have it up here so that you don't forget to add it. Ready? So now let's count our 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we got 75. Let's check to see if we get it here, the same answer here. So 1 plus 3 is, get ready, 4. And 4 plus 3 more equals, get ready, 7. Yes. So did we get the same answer, boys and girls? Get ready. Yes, 75. So 39 plus 36 equals what number, boys and girls? Get ready. Yeah, 75. Awesome job. Now get ready to practice on your own. So I'm going to erase this. And you go ahead and make space for your next problem. Ready? So your next problem is going to be 59 plus 37. Go ahead and pause the video at this time. Work it out on your own. Do all the strategies that we just learned. Picture and then writing them vertically next to it. And press play when you're ready to check yourself. Okay, so now, by now you should have an answer and you should have your strategy shown. If for any reason you did something wrong, it's okay. Just make sure to erase and fix it, okay? So that you have the correct notes. So you were supposed to draw the first part. In our first part, our first addend is 59. And 59 has how many 10s and 1s, boys and girls? Get ready. Yeah, 5 10s, 9 1s. So you were supposed to have drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10s, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 1s. Ready? And you're supposed to write it on the side. Second part was for you to write this, draw and write the second part, or the second addend, which is 37. And 37 has how many 10s and 1s? Get ready. Yeah, 3 10s, 7 1s. So you're supposed to align them and organize them. So 1, 2, 3, 10s with the 10s, and now the 7 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1s with the 1s, and write it just the same way next to it. You align the 1s with the 1s, the 10s with the 10s. If you didn't do that at this time, make sure you fix your picture and your numbers at this time and you press pause. And then when you fix it, you press play. Okay. Then you're supposed to draw the plus symbol, draw the line, do the same to this side. Now you were supposed to look at the 1s. So let's look at the 1s. Can you make a 10? Get ready. Yeah, you can. And 9 needs how many more to make a 10? Get ready. Yes, only one more. So you should have circled 9 and 1. That made your new 10. And we know that 9 plus 7 equals, get ready, 16. Because you have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And 16 has how many 10s and 1s, boys and girls? Get ready. Yeah, 1, 10, 6, 1. So we write the 1s with the 1s. Should have written the 6 right under. But the new 10, which is right here that we made, you write it up here with the 10s. It's not our answer because we have more 10s to add in our problem, but we write it up here so we don't forget about it. And we only made one new group of 10. So you don't write the number 10 at the top, you only write the number 1 because you only made one group. Now you should have counted your 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 for this side. And now if you checked yourself, 1 plus 5 equals, get ready, 6, and 6 plus 3 more equals, get ready, 9. So 59 plus 37 equals, get ready, yes, 96 should have been your answer. Awesome. And if not, that's why we can keep on practicing. So let's practice one more problem before we go on to our problem set. I'm going to erase. You go ahead and make space for your last practice problem. Okay, the next problem is going to be 28 plus 43. Go ahead and press pause at the video at this time. Show your work. Just like we learned, write your answer and press play when you're ready to check yourself. Okay, now you should have your answer written and you should have your work written. Remember to fix your work. Press pause on the video at any time and fix your work if you need to. So, first part, you were supposed to draw and write the first part, which is 28. And 28 has how many 10s and 1s? Get ready. Yeah, 2 10s and 8 1s you should have drawn. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should have wrote it down on the side. Second step was to draw and write your second part, which is 43, and align them, 10s with the 10s, 1s with the 1s. So 43 has how many 10s and 1s? Get ready. Yes, 4 10s, 3 1s. So you should have drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3 1s. And you should have written them. And you make sure your 1s with the 1s are aligned, 10s with the 10s are aligned. Organization is very important. Okay, now we should have drawn the plus symbol and drawn lines. Then you ask yourself, you look at the ones and ask yourself, can I make a 10? Well, you can. 8 needs how many more to make 10? Get ready. Yeah, 2. So you should have circled 8 and these 2. So now we know that 8 plus 3 equals, get ready. Yes, 11, because we have 10 plus 1 is 11. And 11 has how many 10s and 1s? Get ready. Yeah, 1, 10, 1, 1. So let's draw it. Remember, we put the 1 with the 1s, and we put our extra 10 up here, so that we don't forget to add it with the rest of the 10s that we have, remember? Now let's count our 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the new 10. Should have put 7 here. Let's see, we have the same answer here next to it. Ready? So we have 1 plus 2 equals, get ready, 3. And we know that 3 plus 4 equals, get ready, 7. So we have the same answer on both. And now we know that 28 plus 43 equals, get ready, 71. Amazing job, boys and girls. So you see? Now, make sure that you have your green book out and that you have it open to your problem set. Make sure your problem says lesson 16 at the top. Let me see if I can make it a little bit more clear. It looks like it wants to, but then it doesn't. We're having a bit of technical difficulty here. Okay, make sure that it says lesson 16 at the top and page 93 at the bottom. And I'm going to do an example with you all, and then y'all can do the rest on your own, okay? Let me see. I really want this to work, but I don't know how much more clear it can be. And I don't think it wants to be more clear or it's working at this time. Okay, so looks like that's how much it will go. It doesn't want to go any longer. So we'll leave it like that before. I don't want to give up, but we'll leave it like that before I make it worse. So I'm going to read the instructions. You make sure to follow along in your worksheet. It says, solve using quick tens and one drawings. Remember to line up your drawings and rewrite the number sentence vertically, which is just what we did and which is what we practiced. So, in number one, letter A, they did it for you. They did the tens and ones. They drew 29, 2 tens, 9 ones, and they wrote it, just like we did when we practiced. For 43, they did the same thing. They wrote 4 tens, 3 ones, and they wrote it, aligning them, the ones with the ones, the tens with the tens, just like we practiced. And then they circled a 10 out of the ones because they looked at the ones and they said, we can make a 10. So it was 12, so they did a 2, and they wrote the new 10 here. Remember I told you could write it here or at the top, right? So they wrote it here just so they won't forget to add the rest of the tens. And so then they added the tens, and 2 plus 4 plus 1, new 10 makes 7. They got the same thing here. 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7. So they did all of the work here in the first one for you as an example. So we know that 29 plus 43 equals, get ready? Yes, 72. Don't forget to write your answers on the line, boys and girls. So now let's go ahead and do B together. Ready? 34 plus 49. Remember we draw the first addend, which is 34. How many tens and ones are we going to draw? Get ready? Yeah, 3 tens and 4 ones. Let's draw it. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we write 34 on the side. Make sure you don't draw so big so you have space for both. Now, I just won't let it go. Okay. There, it made it work. Yay. Okay, now for the second part, 49. So, how many tens and ones for 49? Get ready. Yeah, 4 tens and 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you write it down here. And remember, you align the ones with the ones and the tens with the tens. Has to be very organized. So we put a plus and we make a line. And now we're going to look at the ones and say, can we make a 10? Can we? Get ready? Yes, because we know that 9 needs one more to make 10. So we're going to circle 1 from here and the 9 at the bottom, because we know that makes a 10. So we know that 4 plus 9 is, get ready, 13. And 13 has how many tens and ones, boys and girls? Get ready. Yeah, 1, 10, 3, 1. So we write the ones with the ones. And our new 10, we can write it up here or you can write it down here, wherever you choose. Just make sure you write it with the other 10 so that you can add all the 10s that you have. Now let's add our 10s. Let's do the picture first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with our new 10s. And now let's make sure we have the same answer here. Well, 1 plus 3 is, get ready, 4, and 4 plus 4 is, get ready, 8. So do we have the same answer? Yes. So now we know that 34 plus 49 equals, get ready, 83. Very good, boys and girls. Don't forget to write your answer up at the top. And Ms. Gomez forgot to remind you of a very important thing. I am so sorry about that, boys and girls. But remember your heading, name, day, and goal. Yes. Don't think I almost forgot to remind you, but I know you all know by now that we should be writing name, date, and goal. So make sure that you have your name, date, and goal at the top. And if you need more time writing it, you press pause on the video and press play when you're ready. Okay, so you're gonna finish the rest of the problem set on your own, just like the other one. Remember, you do your exit tickets. This time you have 4 problems. Please make sure that you show your work. I wanna see the strategies that you just learned because that tells me that you're watching my lesson and that you're listening. So please show your work, write your answer on the line, write your heading, name, date, and goal. And I can't wait to see all of your work. Bye, boys and girls.